I'm thankful that you did me wrong, cause now I got it right, I promise you gon' miss me gone. I done seen it all like the first picture phone. They wishing on my downfall with the wishing bone. Now, unless you was on Cloud 10, under a rock, how you heard a motherfucking word? What's good, y'all? It's yours truly. Once again, HeartBreak Ace. If you're familiar with my content or not, hit that like, comment, subscribe so the algorithm gives breaking content every time I upload. You know me and the algorithm sister comments, we together. And she jealous, I can say the least. She can't understand why I always gotta be making videos for y'all. I told her I love my fans, man. The only thing she can reply back is, you used to call me on my cell phone. Late night when you need my love. Call me on my cell phone. Late night when you need my love. And I know when that hotline bling, that can only mean one thing. I told her, yeah, of course, you know I love you. But your brother though, algorithm, I ain't gonna never see eye to eye with him. Matter of fact, tell your brother, take this right here. Nah, topic of discussion though, while we here. This is the third judge. If y'all didn't know, you should know. Granville was the first judge in Young Thug's case, but come to find out he was doing a little dirty work and he got caught, so they gave him a new judge. And it was a new judge. She was of color, a black woman. I'm sorry, I can't remember her name. And the reason why I can't really remember her name, because she already been recused herself as well. Because we come to find out the second judge was in a relationship with one of the YSL members. So she had to recuse herself because she could be a potential witness in this YSL RICO case trial. So now we at the third judge. And I think her name is Paige Reese Whitefield. I know it's Paige Reese. I think her last name Whitefield, but I don't want to jack her name up. But we need to be calling her Queen B, because this new judge, she's standing on business. You don't know what I'm talking about? She's setting everything in order. Let's spin a block.
There have been evidentiary issues that I believe the parties disagree on. The state disagrees with counsel for defendants' interpretation of what is right and what is valid for contesting at a particular moment. I don't doubt those will continue to arise. I was asking as it pertains to what the court instructed just a second ago regarding evidence. I didn't know whether the court was doing something different.
And if y'all have been operating on a kind of rolling, all right, when we get to this witness, we'll deal with that evidence, then if that's what the expectation has been, then I wouldn't expect y'all to have all filed all of your challenges. I don't know what's been going on.
Your Honor, that has not been the case. No, but because of the way that the court indicated that the court wanted parties to provide evidence regarding admissibility issues, I just wanted to make certain that I understood what the court was instructing.
Have been brought to my attention that some people might like changed now that have a fresh face. And y'all, some of these are really kind of insignificant, but I'm gonna go ahead while we've got some time and bring them up. Food in court. Everybody can have water whenever they want to. The attorneys can have, whatever drink they want to, as long as you're not klutzy like me and don't spill it all over everything. I guess if you do, that'll be your problem. If we are working through lunch and the jury's out and we're working and y'all are here and the clients are here, that's okay. But snacking while trial's going on, we're not gonna be doing that, okay? So if we are working through lunch, if we are working late and it's dinner time, it will be okay to the attorneys or the defendants have food. Not while somebody's on the stand testifying, okay? We're not at a movie, we're not gonna be eating popcorn. All right, hopefully that'll be all I have to say about that. Apparently, one of the first things that I don't know how many different deputies told me was the clothing for the clients has gotten a little out of hand in terms of how much they all have now. So Yeah, I don't know, but y'all need to maybe get together and let's exchange most of that. And sure, they can have new outfits for court, but it sounds like they're like full wardrobes full of clothing for some of these defendants. And that's just a lot for the deputies to have to keep up with. So how about if y'all check in and maybe through Miss Rosser, y'all all know Miss Rosser, I think. She's not even here today. Yeah, she is over there. Miss Rosser, my fabulous litigation manager. And let's make sure that it gets whittled down to a manageable amount of clothing, like there are only going to be 5 days in each week. So even if they had a different outfit every day, that would only be 5 outfits, okay? We shouldn't have 20 different outfits for anybody. So y'all need to clear out, apparently, the closet. So now I've done that for the deputies. They'll be more happy. Okay, next topic. Minimizing disruptions in court. I don't exactly know what that means yet, but let's try to conduct court in a way that minimizes disruptions. And we'll just leave it at that for now. There was an issue about apparently, and I'm not even sure if I understand exactly what has gone on with this, but the defendants listening through earpods to things on laptops while court is going on. And I'm not sure I understand why that's happening. And that raises some security issues with our security staff, with the sheriff's office. So can somebody kind of explain to me what that's about and why that's necessary? And if nobody wants to, then we'll just do away with it.
Thank you.
But for evidence that we know is out there and was going to be introduced a month from now with, witness Jones, if y'all been doing that on a rolling basis and y'all know that there are gonna be evidentiary issues with it, things that I would have considered motions in limine, then I want us to all go ahead and voice that now and sort it out so that we know when the witness shows up what can be talked about and what can't be. And I don't know if that gave you clarification. Okay. All right, Ms. Abbasi.
Yes, Your Honor, if I may, I have to disagree with Ms. Love that it's been going along that we've already had motions about what is not admissible. Just to propound on kind of what Your Honor was mentioning and what the task for defense faces, we have a list of 8,000 jail calls. We haven't listened to 8,000 jail calls, and I think probably the majority of them are not relevant. Everyone would agree that they're not relevant. The state's not actually going to introduce all of those jail calls. However, defense, our burden, if you don't raise the objection, it's been waived, and then it comes in at trial.
Okay, so that's why the witness lists with what this is relevant to and what evidence is going to be used is going to be, I hope, very helpful in giving us all a better kind of groundwork.
Yes, Your Honor, that is precisely what I'm asking.
Okay.
20,000 pages of Instagram is going to be these ones.
Okay.
And Judge,
Yes, sir, Mr. Adams.
good afternoon. Again, Judge Keith Adams with Mr. Steele for Mr. Williams. Just to, I think the court wanted to know if there are things that Judge Glanville had been doing in regards to that particular issue. And I did want to just append to what Mr. was saying. For example, there have been jail calls, there are interviews, that generally speaking, there have been hearings on the admissibility of those statements.
Okay.
But the court has oftentimes said, I agree that, for example, this statement may be admissible, but there may be some things in these statements that's objectionable.
Sure.
We'll deal with that
Okay.
at that time. The court has routinely been doing that. So not necessarily kicking the can down the road, but addressing issues as they come up. And the court has heard both sides. in advance of that issue coming up, if we can get together and iron some things out, let's do it. We've been working to do that, but there have been routinely times where we simply just disagree and we've had to take those items up. And I think what you would like, but Judge Landell has asked, is that let's let you know about it as far in advance as we can, and that way you can set aside some time to deal with it without impinging on the juries.
Absolutely. I mean, that is, I want to be respectful and cognizant of the jury's time. I also want y'all to all know what to expect to the extent you can, and litigate everything that we can litigate beforehand, if it's going to be necessary. Now, if there's some totally irrelevant Instagram post and the state knows they're not going to use it, but they listed it a million years ago, their updated list that they're going to share with everybody should not include the Instagram post that they know they're not going to use. So, all right. So I will expect whatever filings I will anxiously anticipate all of them. Make sure whenever you file anything that you contemporaneously email a copy of it to Ms. Rosser, because the court and chambers do not automatically get what y'all file. I have no idea what you filed unless you actually let us know. So make sure that when you file it, you send a copy to Ms. Rosser so that we know about it. Okay? All right, so I'll plan to see everybody bright and early at 8:45 on Tuesday, July 30th. All right? Don't leave until you make sure Ms. Rosser has your cell information.
Can I
All right?
question? Yes. Judge Glanville had, for both sides, 2 Fridays before that tell the other side what witnesses and what exhibits are going to be in play. I would hope that continues. That was very helpful.
That sounds like a good idea. So sure, we can leave that as sort of a standing rule. And I suspect that this is true as well, but let me go ahead and say that as we're going through trial, I expect you to have your next witness ready to go. I don't want there to be a 5-minute pause between one witness getting off the stand and the next witness getting on the stand. And the state knows, we're in the state's case right now. The state knows what it's doing. The state has investigative help. Make sure you have enough witnesses to carry us through each day and that they're ready to go. Again, that all just kind of falls under the auspices of let's be respectful of the jury's time. Mr. Harvey.
Can I assume, Judge, that we are going to continue with the opt-out rule so that you're not going to get all 8 of us standing up going, I'm in too?
Yes, no, that's a great idea. Let's continue with that rule as well.
Thank you.
I mean, I plan to basically continue with the rules already in effect unless there's some reason to change them. So I hope if there is something, y'all can bring it to my attention. Otherwise, we'll just keep rocking as before. All right, thanks everybody.
To be honest, remember the press, there was a rule in place for the members of the press to get the witness list on a Friday, so if someone will be excluded to be shown on camera, we want to make sure that's still in place.
Okay, so I guess y'all would have agreed beforehand that a particular witness shouldn't be shown on camera, and then who gave the list?
The state has been providing to members of the press.
Pushing like no paperwork has been changed. You know what I'm saying? So it's like whatever.
All right, y'all, we spent the block one time. Hope y'all wasn't drinking and driving because I was swerving just a little bit. I don't want y'all to get woozy. Hear me out. I got y'all. As you can see in the video, she putting everything in order. She talking about the dress code. She looking out for the deputies. She looking out for her friends she knew back in grade school, college, and all of that. Like, she ain't playing. But I will say, the significance of this judge here is she's kind of like good friends or best friends, lacking for a better word, with Brian Still. And if you don't know who Brian Steele is, of course, the lawyer for Young Thug. So maybe it might be an A+ for Young Thug. This is the third judge. They spend a lot of resources on this case. They're just gonna simply get sick of it. It is looking like that. She look a little bit more friendlier, but that just means she might be a little bit more lenient. But she's standing on business. And she might stand on business to the point that it might help Young Thug, because all the circus acts that have been going on in this case, she's gonna make sure her hands are involved in anything dirty. And because of that, it's gonna restrain her from doing certain things, or the prosecutors from doing certain things, because she's gonna be hands-on on every single situation. And that could be an A+ for Young Thug, because all the circuit acts that have been going on is kind of looking not credible. So I don't know, man. Maybe it is a win for Thug. Time will tell. But we already know YSL Woody the Woodpecker, or negative 50 IQ. He's out here on the campaign dissing Thug, and then he taking up for Thug. He's just getting the money. You know what I'm saying? As you can see, he ain't even giving a fuck about nothing right now. He just living life right now. He talking big money talk, Big Willie style, pause, and he just get to the bag off this snitching allegations. And I'm gonna say this again, kids, no, snitching is not the way to go. It is not. The best thing to do is just not be in the streets completely. You get what I'm saying? So you don't have to worry about snitching. Don't even become a street nigga. Find your craft, chase your dreams, and you can do it, no matter how old you is. I don't care if you're 50 years old. You still got a dream that you want to chase your dream until you're not breathing on this earth anymore. Understand that. Or you can just try to follow your favorite rapper and see most of them is coming out to be not who they really say they are. Or locked up, you know what I'm saying? Or not living. Let's just be real. And I'm not saying don't be an artist. I'm just saying be authentic. Don't copy nobody. Don't try to like smoke no out pack, none of that, man. Let it go. It's time to spread a better message to the youth. Yeah, you gotta go with what sell, but if everybody start doing the same thing, it ain't got no choice but to sell. Let's be more positive. And that's just my intake. I wanna, that's just what I wanna tell y'all. But that's all I have for y'all, man. Leave a comment down below. Let me know how y'all feel about the situation. Y'all thinking it's looking good for Thug? Is it free Thug till he actually free? Is it coming closer and closer to that date? Or y'all think this just gonna make...
I thought bro said something. I thought bro said something.
They ain't really swerving the block. I just opened the door a little bit. I just wanted to show the kids, YSL Woody, negative 50 IQ. Don't let that stack of money trick y'all. You can find your way other than doing what he did. Trust me. You know what I mean? But this world keeps showing me every day. It ain't showing y'all. Well, I always say love each other. Till next time. Yours truly, HeartBreak.